this out. We gotta check this out. Too much is going on. The line moved and everything. Wait for a couple of people to get in here. Let's go. I want to see these the prop bets. We got a lot going on. So we got 2 weeks to check this board. What's up, guys? Nooch, Neighborhood Picks. Like, subscribe. I want to take a little time and I don't want things to pass me by. And, if we all just start talking in 2 weeks, it's like running around with your head chopped off. So I'm coming in here and we're going to look at everything. First of all, guys, little recap on yesterday. I know I did a couple videos there, but Mahomes and Kelsey, how impressive were they? Talk about the heart of champions, those plays, those big conversions, those third down conversions, the back shoulder fade touchdown, Kelsey passing Jerry Rice, Mahomes just raising his level again. And I love Lamar Jackson. I love Lamar. But Mahomes, Lamar didn't play well. I just got done saying that Lamar had no bonehead plays. I couldn't even remember one. That pass in the end zone, he couldn't have seen it. He took a shot and they were ready. And because there was like 3 guys around. That was a bad one. They got him on a strip sack fumble. That was bad. And Purdy, I was in the Detroit Niner game. Dan Campbell turned into a meathead at the end. First of all, bad, not kicking the field goal. And then at the end, it was 2nd and goal from the 2. Instead of passing, they ran it with Montgomery, got stopped, had to use a timeout, and then they got in, but they only had 2 timeouts. So the Niners got the ball. They got stopped on 1st down. They got stopped on 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they couldn't stop the clock. And Detroit basically ran out of time. So Dan Campbell, for all the good things he's done with that team, to be honest, he had a bad call there and didn't manage well. But I would say other than McCaffrey and the usual suspects, I think Brock Purdy played a great game yesterday. Brock Purdy, see, that's what I love to see in anyone's career when you watch a person show that they have it. I doubted him. I'll be the first one to say it, put my case. I saw him not play his best. And I probably wasn't paying attention as good as I should have at times when he was. And then I zone in and I see it sticks in my head. And then I'm like, oh, this guy's not too good. But yesterday, Brock Purdy made big plays, put the ball right in there on the money, stayed in there, delivered, got out of the pocket, used his legs, showed the mental, the heart, everything. It was a great game for Purdy and the Niners. Big win. So the line is basically exactly as that Niner game was coming to a close. The line was exactly where I thought it would be. I said that I couldn't see the Niners more than 1.5, maybe 2. It opened up at 2.5, but now it's back down to 1. So the line went from 2.5 to 1. It's been 24 hours almost. But I think last night the game ended about 9:30, maybe 9:30. So it's not even 24 hours yet, and the line went from 2.5, Niners -2.5, to the Niners -1 now. So we'll see. Let's see what's going on with some of these player props. I want to see what jumps out at us right away. I want to start getting these written down, and we got to come up with some kind of a challenge before this weekend coming is over, because it's 2 weeks till the Super Bowl. We have to have some kind of tournament. Richie from New York, I hope he's still popping in. Richie's been wanting to play a tournament all year. I know the guys down here. We should get I don't know, maybe a bunch of prop bets, list 20 of them. We all fill out our sheets. Whoever gets the most, something on a point system, we can figure something out. But But listen, anybody who says Mahomes didn't elevate and win, like you can't forget about the win. Like there's certain moments when you're the key player at the key position and you have a chance to affect the game. That's why we're hard on LeBron when he loses. Like Mahomes keeps winning when he's not supposed to. Miami scores 100 points a game. They got him. They were swag surfing. Miami was shivering. Buffalo, big Josh Allen, gone. Chiefs again. Like what? What? They at Buffalo in the cold. You know, they're throwing snowballs at Mahomes, running off, celebrating, win. Now Lamar, the MVP, did it again. That's 3 weeks in a row. Here's my thing with myself. That's 3 weeks in a row that Mahomes, like their team shouldn't have won this year. I mean, they already like, oh my goodness, think about this. They got rid of the best receiver in the NFL and then won the Super Bowl last year. And oh yeah, went back again. Since they got rid of Tyreek Hill, who's the best receiver in the league, basically, all they do is go to Super Bowls. Oh my God. Like, I don't know what to think. How could somebody's got to convince me and lay an argument down and be like, Nooch, this is why. This is why we're going with the Niners, Nooch. Like, somebody make a Nooch argument. Like, knock my socks off. Because right now, I don't know, man. Hey, Chris, look at me. That's the Polish move. That's the Polish side of me. I took the glasses off to see. Now I need them again to see. Hey, Chris, what's up, buddy? See, Rich. So I'm dealing with a problem right now. I am a hard-headed guy, but I don't know. I don't know how I could just watch that run. This is a great run. First of all, this could be I need Dana White. Where's Uncle Fester? This could be the greatest run of all time. Greatest run of all time. All time. All time. You know how Dana says that every fight? This could be the greatest fight of all time. Oh my God, he's 3-0. That's the greatest 3-0 of all time. This 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 run by Mahomes, the Miami, the Buffalo, the Lamar, the Josh Allen to Lamar Jackson, those two just cutting them down. I'm impressed. I'm impressed with Mahomes scrambling and throwing it to Kelsey, and Kelsey diving like he's like Nooch in the backyard going over a pile of leaves. Oh, schoolyard. Are you kidding me? That's like he's like I listen. I've been an adult for 25 years. I remember my childhood with all the sports. Me and my dad always watch sports. This is this is special. This is special. And it's still Purdy on the other side. I'm not going to slurp him all the way through the Super Bowl if he's playing Mahomes here. Me, I've been killing Purdy. He had a nice game, and now I'm going to fucking bet against Mahomes for this guy? I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know. Somebody's going to have to convince me. CMC, all right, well, I got respect for CMC, but I had respect for Lamar Jackson going into today, going into yesterday. And man, like I just remember Baltimore beating the shit out of the 49ers like 4 or 5 weeks ago. That feels like that game wasn't even too long ago. Like you never know. Like anything could happen here. The only thing that I don't see happening is Mecole Hardman. I don't see Mecole Hardman doing anything in the Super Bowl. I don't care if his over-under's at 1 yard. Don't you dare. If you see me put in Mecole Hardman, I want you to break my phone. I want you to slap the phone out of my hand. If I ever screenshot you Mecole Hardman, omit the bet. Or under for Mecole. I can't believe Mecole's back in the Super Bowl. He was just like getting like DNP coaches' decisions on the Jets like a couple months ago. Like as the fall was turning to winter, Mecole was averaging do not plays in East Rutherford. I think I saw Mecole when I was going to the sports book back in November. Oh man. You know what? I'm trying to think of something real quick, and I got a question for you because we got a slate of games coming on too. It's 8:18. We got live stuff. Doc Rivers' first game. It's the honeymoon phase. What happens when fucking guys that don't play defense get a new coach? Oh, we're gonna try for this coach tonight. We're gonna fucking give effort. I think they're gonna be playing defense out of the wazoo. The Lopez brothers, they're gonna put them in. Greek Freak. Oh man, Greek Freak's brother sucks. You think shit is not running? Shit is crooked in Milwaukee. They got the coach fired. He was 33-13. Thanasis Onassis, Greek Freak's brother's on the team. He's like a fucking bull in a china shop. He put Jacqueline Onassis is better than him. Oh my God, Thanasis. That's a disgrace that man's getting a paycheck just so they keep Greek Freak. Like, hey, Greek Freak, you're getting $700 trillion fucking dollars a year. Your brother doesn't really need to be on the team, Greek Freak. Like, he airballs layups. You know what? Get me Thanasis Onassis's. Somebody send me his IG. I'm gonna respectfully see. You know what? I'm a little pissed. I'm off TikTok again. I don't know why. Community guidelines. I went over 6,000 all of a sudden. Now I'm paused. You're temporarily suspended again. I don't even interact with human beings on TikTok. I think they're all retarded. I hope I don't get thrown off. There's a geek on TikTok spying on me because I'm suspended again. And I don't. What did I do so bad? I have 100,000 in my life. Talk a little football. I don't even argue with people. I think a fucking geek. That's why I got to stay on YouTube. I think there's a geek up in Silicon Valley or something like that. This is in my mind, and I know I'm right. There's a geek, and they never heard of sports. So I'm talking about like a game, like, yeah, something must come out of my mouth. And the fucking geek, the geek or geeks, they're banning me. And like I'll wake up the next day like, hey, got another 500. What? And then all of a sudden I got to do like 4 days TikTok time. What the fuck, man? I'm getting pissed off. I don't know when it's coming back. I don't know, man. But I know I'm up over 6 Gs now. I don't want to take these breaks, and I'm not arguing with anybody. Is this a fucking joke? Are one of you guys hitting freeze on me or something? We got to get to the bottom of this. We got to get to the bottom. I think somebody's going in mine. I don't know. Maybe my cousins remember my password. Those fuckers are going on live and they're getting suspended as me. I don't know. Because TikTok, there's a disgruntled geek that just can't stop watching whatever I'm saying. And I don't know. I watch these little chicks scream and curse and shit. They sound like, oh my goodness. And then nothing happens to them. Whatever. That's why we stay on YouTube. So anyway, now, hey, the line went down 1.5 already, Chris. The line was 2.5 last night at the end of the game. Now it's down to 1. Now, I'm going to make another guess, my educated guess as like a lifelong like person who pays attention to the lines and stuff. I would be shocked if that line doesn't yo-yo back to 2.5 by kickoff. I don't think it'll be anything drastic, but I got to believe there's a lot of people that are going to bet on the Niners. Niners fans are confident and patient. Think about this. Let's do the psychology of sport with Nooch. The Niner fans, they're confident and patient. Like they were the Niners. Like last week, they were like telling each other, like, it's good we had a hiccup against Green Bay. We needed that. Yeah. You almost got beat. Like, oh, maybe it was good. Like, whoa, what were they? 18-0? What do you mean? Maybe it was good. The Niners weren't 18-0 this year. What are you Niners fans talking about? Oh, it was good for them. They had a little. What do you mean? They got beat 5 times this year. Go ahead with that BS. Go ahead. So, but Niners fans, my point, back in, Nooch, back in. Niners fans are confident, patient bunch. The Super Bowl's not this Sunday. It's the following, February 11th. There's no Niner money down on the board yet. I got to believe now that the spread, what does the sports book want? They want the money 50-50 because of the VIG. If it's 50-50, everybody's laying 110 on their straight bet. You win. That's the whole key. You want half the bets on each side. So now I guess early money, 2.5, went on Kansas City real quick. Now that's down to 1. I expect It might even go to a half. Well, if it goes to a half, I don't know if it'll get all the way up to 2.5. I gotta. My guess is that line's gonna go slightly up and teeter off around 2. I don't think it's gonna stay at 1 on last night too. And let's see what it is right now. It was 1 this afternoon. Kick of destiny. I don't give a fuck about Gronk kicking a field goal. Oh, it's Gronk. Like, I don't care. I'm too old to care about that shit. Here we go. A 1.5 on FanDuel. I guess different sports books are different. Okay, so 1.5. The Chiefs. Okay. Unless somebody gets in these comments and tells me a tremendous nooch essay. Like, I was good at essays back in the day. Give me the paper. I'll write it for you. $50. Come on. Like, I need to be convinced as this week goes. It doesn't have to be now, but this guy just beat Miami. Greatest show on snow. Buffalo and Baltimore. Let's see what the lines are set at. Now, Mahomes, Super Bowl in Las Vegas, the dry desert air with a rocket arm. Gotta be 268. I'm good at these. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna say 268. Purdy, 259. Let's see. Do they have yet? Let's see. Yeah, same game parlay. All right. I want to just see passing yards, passing props. 262 for Mahomes. I said 268. I was close. And I guess 259 for Purdy. He's at 247. All right. So, yeah, that's tough, man. That's tough. I'll tell you what, they both pull the ball down well and run when they need to. Neither one of them are fast. Brock Purdy, 2 throw interception, -110, -110. Oh, thanks for the odds, guys. Wow, these guys are cheap. Patrick Mahomes to throw an interception, yes, -115. No, -105. Who gives this? I'm not doing that. Let's see. Let's see what guys are set at. I'd like to see what guys are set at. Receiving, Kelsey, 70. Debo, 55. Kittle, 48. Now, wait, pause. Let's make a mental note. Zay Flowers. We were saying before that game, what a bargain. What a bargain Zay Flowers was at. How could the best receiver on the Ravens be listed at 44? And he stunk with those mental plays and the fumble and flexing on the guy getting the penalty. But as far as the playing, he was the best receiver. So we got to find a guy that's like Rashid Rice, 67. He's the best receiver on the Chiefs. He's been making plays, man. Brandon Ayuk, 63. Brandon Ayuk hurdles full Gatorades and bleachers. Like Brandon Ayuk is dangerous. He catches those overs and just keeps going forever. Brandon Ayuk's first catch could be for 63. Can't you just see him on like that diagonal, turning it up? Valdez-Scantling, 19.5. Hey, what about that ball he caught off his face? Mahomes threw that floater right on his face. Just made it stick. That was beautiful. All right, so Kelsey, 70. Debo, 55. Kittle, 48. Ayuk, 63. Rice, 67. McCaffrey, 34. Pacheco, 17. Valdez-Scantling, 19. Watson, 17. They got everybody. They got a lot of guys listed. Juan Jennings, 15. Juan Jennings gets a lot of burn. If Debo's shoulder ever goes out, it's Juan Jennings will go up. That might be Debo gets hurt a lot. Juan Jennings at 15.5. They don't care how we win or lose our money. So Juan Jennings at 15.5 is where my shark antenna goes up. What's that called? The fin? Because there's a couple ways to get there. He could just get it being Juan Jennings, or Debo could go down and then he'll get it right away. So I'm like, do a little Juan. Plus, my name's John. Call me Juan. All right, let's go. Looking at Juan. Okay, here's another one. Don't let me forget this. As far as value, now I we got a big thing going here. I haven't lost a Super Bowl in 6 years, so I got the streak going. We're trying to get to 7 years. My record is like 11 years, I think, from 2000 to whenever Rodgers beat the Steelers. So I got to go back and check when my record is. But you can't lose after like 10-year gaps too much. You run out of fucking life expectancy. You know what I'm saying? I'm 44. Like I'm almost at 10 again. Like I can't lose. So we got to make a good pick here because I got to get to 7 and then another 4 or 5 years, hopefully get past the record because then I got to start again. And what if if I start, like, for instance, if I ever lost this year, God forbid, knock on wood, to get back to 7, just to get back to 7, I'll be 51. Who wants to fucking daydream and fantasize about being 51? I'll stay right here, thank you, and I'll win this week. I used to say when my cousins were born, fuck, man, when they're 21, I'll be 45. Ah, man, I'm gonna be an old guy. I wonder what I'll be like. And then you like as life goes on, you realize it doesn't happen like that. Like I feel exactly the same. Oh man, I can't believe the boys are gonna be 21 this year. Holy shit! Yeah, yeah, we're 3 days apart. So then 3 days later, I'll be the big 4 or 5. Oh, Jordan, come back, baby. What's a big one? They'll be 21, monument birthday. I'll be 45, monument birthday. Oh man, come back, baby, Wizards. No, not Wizards. 45 Bulls. Oh yeah. Um. Okay. Oh, Ottawa's losing. Might be a good time to go Ottawa hockey. We got live stuff going on, boys. We're gonna keep going back around. We stay on the Super Bowl a little bit, but we are gonna pay attention to the board. Make sure I know what's going on here. I was thinking that Greek Freak and the Freak and and Damian Lillard, they were gonna play real hard for Doc Rivers tonight. But what the fuck does that mean? Like I'm thinking, the NBA is so frustrating, and I love how Denver plays. Like Denver, I bet Denver last week up at Boston when Boston was like 200-0 at home. And I won the bet with Denver money line. They were plus 200 on the money line. I won. I'm gonna bet against Denver tonight. Like that's the shit I wrestle with. I can't. So that's why I didn't bet the game because I was thinking, should I go Milwaukee on the hustle factor, the honeymoon hustle, or should? But I said, nah, let me just watch it. Maybe I'll go in live. The Knicks are beating Charlotte. Charlotte stinks, don't they? LaMelo Ball must not be right in the head yet, like as far as like being a general leader of men, like running the team, something. Because if he was that good, they wouldn't be losing that much. I don't think he's a 6'9" point guard. Man, I wonder how Mel's team did tonight. I think Mel's head coaching tonight. They need a win. They need wins to get into that tournament. By the time I get out there, they could still be going. Where's the Denver game, boys? What time's Denver start? Oh, they must start a little later. What channel are they on? So I'm gonna. So far, Rashid Rice in the 60s. He's been in the 70s a lot this year. So in the Super Bowl, he'll probably go over. Mahomes makes plays. I'll tell you what. Let's just be real. If the Chiefs win this game, Fat Andy is gonna throw a bargain curveball. I'm gonna call it right now. Get the recorder on. Get the remix this right now, T. Rich, when you see this, because you're gonna be playing this one the day after the Super Bowl. All right. If the way I see it, when I was looking at the MVPs before Super Bowl MVP odds, the first guy with high odds that I said, oh, I could see that, like how he would get the MVP is Pacheco. He was like at like plus 4,500 for a Super Bowl MVP. However, when they came out a couple times throwing to begin the game or previous rounds, then they settled in and ran with Pacheco like they established a super run. He ran like 25 times against Buffalo, I think. Like Pacheco is a horse. And if they could ever come out, the Chiefs, and come out firing, come out with their best 15 Fat Andy drawn up plays ever, get them on their heels a little bit, An end run, settle in. San Francisco could be run on. Aaron Jones ran all over them last week. I think the running backs yesterday did okay. They didn't stop the run or anything like that. Not that I could remember. I got to check the numbers, but just I like going on the field because I watched the game. Like I think you could run on San Fran a little bit, and Pacheco is a violent runner. If Pacheco ever carries 24 times during the Super Bowl, let's say they win. Let's say Mahomes throws one. But let's say Pacheco goes for 136 yards and actually has two. He'll have to be the MVP. Trust me. We called Cooper Cup 2 years ago, right on this show. Called it plus 1,000. Last year, I didn't even try the MVP. I accidentally picked the score. I'm not going to take credit for that, but we did get it. But let's try to stay hot here. I like the big games. How can we see this is like how can we see the game flow going? Well, okay, obviously if the greatest player in the world doesn't fly off in the sunset, how where else could it go? The only other person that could be the MVP other than Patrick Mahomes or Kelsey is Pacheco. So with that like conventional wisdom, I think we should all have a little something on Pacheco. Like I think I have to have $10 on Pacheco minimum. That'll pay $450. $10 on Pacheco for MVP is 450 burger. That's a night to dinner at the Versace mansion. Nooch and a date. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what? He ain't lying. Oh man. But yeah, so Pacheco, look, I'm gonna break it down for you right now. Watch. We'll go through the MVPs. Check this out. And then if I'm wrong, let me know. But I'm looking for NFL. It just says Super Bowl. It's fancy. Uh okay, wait. Let me see if they got awards. Fourth quarter, parlay total. I'll find it. Kicker props. Oh, it's probably right under popular. It's probably the first one, and I passed it. Watch. Oh, they don't have. Where's the MVP? Oh my goodness! it should be flashing and like sick of FanDuel. Well, I was looking at it before. Ridiculous, ridiculous. They don't have the MVP. It's got to be here. I'm getting pissed off now. Where's the MVP odds? Whatever. So anyway, I remember watching it before. I can remember it. I don't need to look at the board. Mahomes was first, but it was plus 140. So okay, all right. Then it was McCaffrey, Purdy, and then it was Kelsey, and then Pacheco. But listen, I don't think they could stop all the trickery that Mahomes and Kelsey and Andy have together. I don't. So I think Kelsey will still get his. How many times in the last 2 years were we like on a Sunday morning, right here, like, hey, we're gonna go to Kelsey anytime today? We gotta, boys, guys. That would be against our religion for football fans across the. We gotta, and they'll be like, and they'll be talking on the phone 2 o'clock. Oh my God, he scored again. Like we're not gonna doubt shit that we keep seeing. That's like a problem with like that's like a person that has an issue. Like we're not gonna keep seeing it and then doubt it, just like CMC. So all right, you think they're gonna stop McCaffrey? I don't think you could stop McCaffrey right now. I think he's too good. You don't think Shanahan's gonna get him some? I would get McCaffrey some balls receiving. I would love to. Oh man, I would love to be a fly on the wall for the game scripts. I want to talk about all this. We gotta. I want your guys' comments. I want to know what exactly you guys are looking at because I'm going to keep going through all this stuff. That's why I'm not going deep into the board because we got the entire board. We got Gatorade colors. We got all kinds of wacky stuff here. You know how it is in Super Bowl. Oh, they got totals. They got everything, man. Oh my goodness. Alternate total points. You think the game can end like 10-9? That's plus 5,500. Pacheco for MVP is not that much less than the game going under 19.5 points. That just goes to show you right there that I found something super valuable. The fact that you could put up $100 on Pacheco and get 5 Gs is ridiculous. I have to do something with that. $10 for 450. I have to. Why can't I find it? I'm getting pissed. They got anytime touchdowns. Maybe they don't have it yet. Parlay Hub. Parlay Hub. Look at them. They're trying to get me into NBA. No, not yet. Not yet. I'm just taking a peek at everything. To score 2 touchdowns. McCaffrey. Paul, you were right. The fact that Christian McCaffrey is only plus 290 to score 2 touchdowns is crazy. Kelsey for 2. Pacheco for 2 is only 470. Oh, you could get squares on here too. Let's see what the rushing yards are. McCaffrey 90, Pacheco 70. I don't see this game being a 20-yard disparage. What's that word? Disparity? I don't see this game being 20 yards apart for their totals. I think Pacheco might outrush McCaffrey. As just for in this game, yeah. I could see Pacheco out attempting and outrushing McCaffrey. You know what? If I'm gonna make myself, that's all what it's about. We don't know. Nobody knows this year. So like anybody who's saying they know, that takes the fun out of the whole spirit of all this shit. So let's put that shit to bed. None of us fucking know. So we're all in this together, like the pandemic. So if you like the Niners, like that's why I want to hear. Like, tell me how they're gonna win. That's the fun of it. You think Brock Purdy's gonna make more plays on that Sunday than Mahomes? Did you not see what they were doing? Oh man, that's what I'm worried about. We'll see. But Pacheco for 70, gut feeling. I think he's gonna go over that 70. So let's write a couple of these down. Oh, nothing like a pen without a stick to the fork. Oh my goodness. Fucking pen. You know what? Oh, here's another pen. Just when I thought I lost my pen, I got another pen. All right, so I'm gonna try to get like 20 things down and drop 20, like 20 like fun bets for the Super Bowl. Here's my scratch. I'm going. I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. All right. So Pacheco for 70 is a yes. Pacheco, yes, yo. 70 Pacheco. Okay. I like that so far. These are just getting written down. See, I try to do a process, especially for the Super Bowl with all these ideas. If we were to just speak 2 Sundays from now, we would be fools. That's why I created this portal. So we could speak, get ideas, go back, forth, use like a little bit of this time and have some fun with it. So I want to know what you're seeing. I'm just one person looking at it from one perspective. There's a million fucking things on this board. So, all right. I want to know what Oscar likes, T Rich, Nate's got the record this year. 45,000 on a parlay. That's crazy. Okay. Mahomes, 25 rushing yards. What is it? I don't know about that. What is he, fucking Fran Tarkenton now? Just because his fat lard ass ran a couple times. Now we're gonna set him at a quarter of 100. Watch him have like 50 yards rushing. I like talking shit though. That's the fun of that's it's fun talking a little shit. I don't know. Putting Patrick Mahomes at 25 yards is like putting Dre at Harvard. I don't know, Dre. Oh shit. No, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hope he's watching. Oh man. But yeah, that's too much. That's too much. I'm not going. No. Saquon was less than that in his last game. All right. Brock Purdy. That's a nice one. That's a nice one. First peek. That's why you gotta do the first peek. I'm just staying on the first page of Popular tonight. Popular, Page 1. That's it. Not too much. Then we go into some more stuff tomorrow, whenever, next time I pop on. We get a couple in. But too much at once, it's like sticking 10 pounds of poop in a 5-pound bag. Doesn't work. Little at a time. All right, so to score 2 touchdowns, well, I'll tell you, Brandon Ayuk could do it. Where's my boy Pacheco? I can't believe they took the MVP off. Super Bowl final squares. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Not on here. Alternate passing. Nah, I don't see anything jumping off at me on the popular. We'll get to the rushing guys in a second. Pacheco's at 70, McCaffrey's at 90, as expected. McCaffrey, he's gonna get that rock. Will the game be overtime? Yes, plus 1120. I've seen higher. Same game parlay. Why don't they have the MVPs? I don't know. That's pissing me off that I can't find the MVPs. Super Bowl MVP odds.
I found this on the web.
There we go. Don't tell me. Show me, Alexa. Here we go. All right, I got them. Not on FanDuel, but close. All right, let's see. Patrick Mahomes is first at plus 120. Oh, they got each one. DraftKings 120, FanDuel 130. All right. Brock Purdy plus 225, plus 210. All right. McCaffrey. First of all, McCaffrey is a suspect on my list for MVP. So I would like to go with him as well. If we like the Niners, I'm kind of happy that McCaffrey's listed further away than Purdy because McCaffrey's the best player on the Niners. So sure, I would like to have a couple of shackles on him at plus 480. Now we're talking big money. Anybody after that? Kelsey's plus 1200. You don't hear me mentioning our guy yet, right? Debo Samuel plus 2000. Now here's where we get tricky. It's $1,000 difference, the Pacheco. If you were to bet $100 on Pacheco to be the MVP on DraftKings, you would lose out on $1,000. It's plus 3,000 on DraftKings. It's plus 4,000 on FanDuel. Holy shit. That's why they took it off. Right now, it's not even up there. Scumbags. Watch when they come back. It'll be down in the threes. Motherfucker. Hey, imagine if that's the bet that goes down. I called it. Pacheco at plus 4,000 on FanDuel. Those motherfuckers are taking that shit down like, hey, ho, come here, geek. What are you doing? 4,000 on Pacheco? That's going to get lower. We got to put a couple dollars on Pacheco and McCaffrey. Rashid Rice, I love him. He ain't getting the MVP. Kittles, I don't think so. Ayuk, I doubt it, unless Bosa has 100 sacks. You know what? The best value on this board is Pacheco at 4,000. And then McCaffrey at plus 480. So right now, MVPs, what are we going to bet on God to be the MVP? Mahomes, like, there's no value in that. So we got to be thinking McCaffrey, Pacheco, playing both. Just hope one of them running backs gets a $136, galloping like Secretariat. Yo, we're going to go at least 4 or 5 times this week. Nooch, neighborhood picks. I'm out.